Welcome to the following presentation of the Dozen Trivia Competition by Barstool Sports.
Is it Crime Dog, Fred McGriff?
Jesus, how in the hell?
The Holders are your champions. Unbelievable.
I don't even know California. Correct. 14-13.
The movie's called Get Fucked.
And Jack, champions of the Dozen, season 2 of Town Ball.
All right, it's the Dozen match 75 of season 3, 289 overall, but a very special type of match as we kick off the Dozen All-Star Week 2023 with the Duel II. Between pipes are very loud in my apartment. Holy fucking shit. Between Kirk Minihane, the number 1 ranked player in the Dozen, and the technically currently suspended Brandon Walker.
The bastion of integrity for the Dozen. The most integrity-filled person in the Dozen.
For those who do not follow us on social media, I would highly suggest you follow at the Dozen Trivia on social media. Brandon was offered a couple of possible sanctions, not up for MVP voting, not up for first team, and would have to have either referred to himself as a cheater or denounced White Sox Dave as a cheater.
You really think you're cute, don't you? You really think you're clever.
If he didn't accept any of those, he'd be suspended for 6 rounds in the bonus rounds, what we did for Ken Jack earlier in the season.
I gotta ask you,
is he ranked like 28th? Like, who's going to vote him?
No,
for
he's
MVP?
4 now.
He's like
fourth now.
Fourth.
Yeah.
He's getting you get 3 guys on his team in the top 10. No one's going to vote for him for MVP.
After that match where I beat you individually a couple of weeks ago, I jumped up to 4.
You individually beat me?
I outscored you in that game, Kirk.
Okay, great. Congratulations, Brandon.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's nice of you to say.
It was part of a tremendous
Hold on. I got to talk to Jeff
march
for a second. I got to talk to Jeff for a second.
Go ahead.
What in the hell? How in the fuck did you come up with the idea that in order for me to be exonerated, I have to say White Sox Dave never cheated? How come you still have this idea that little stubby motherfucker never cheated?
Because I knew you would just probably say, I'm admitting to cheating. That's the problem. You've 3 years, you've accused everyone of cheating, and then
you violate a rule. I mean, you clearly violate a rule. I mean, that's not even.
Well, no, but here's what I was guilty of. Okay, I didn't even really cheat. I just went outside on a phone a friend. It's not my fault. I have a lot of friends. I'm the most popular person in Barstool headquarters. Yes,
I will defend Brandon here, and then I will say where he was stupid and broke the rule, like Kirk just said. I don't, from what I've heard from the office, you were not just like, somebody give me the answer. You were just frantically saying, where's Nick? I need to know who replaced Paul Abdul on American Idol. And somebody answered. Whatever. Like, that's stupid. You should have done, like, whatever. Your problem was you used it as a hint to Nick on the phone. That was where you broke the rule there.
Yeah,
you would have never said it. You would have never gotten in trouble.
For a second, that felt really good. But then I realized, oh, fuck, that was wrong. I should have done that.
I would say recording and then releasing the first episode of Double Play to the public is punishment enough for everyone. I think we should probably move on. If I'm being
I have enjoyed my time with Chris Klimmer. He is a delight.
Oh my God!
Last year we did this in February. We did it later this year because we tried to get. There's reasons behind it. Whatever. Point being, we did this last year. Kirk won 13-9. Kirk missed in the categories of Beverly Hills 90210, 1980s Billboard Hot 100, and then the very controversial 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon.
You fucked that one up, Jeff. But do I complain? I never complain. That's the thing. Everyone,
no, I fucked that one up.
Kirk's that. I never complain about anything. Nothing. Never, ever, 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 ever. When it comes
you have had multiple fat guys on your team this year. You can't keep the same fat guy.
That's not complaining. That's a different conversation. But somebody asks if the questions are tough, they're tough. I don't bitch. I am not a trivia bitch. You say what you want about me.
We had a big miscommunication on 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, but
it didn't matter. I mean, the thing is for me, with a duel like this, Rocky 2, like Mickey said, he thought nobody thought Brandon won. There's no upside for me here. For Brandon, I don't blame him for trying for a rematch here. For me, I dominated the first time. All the pressure is on me. There's nothing on Brandon. Nothing. Zero.
There have been 9 movies in the Rocky franchise. Okay, we're going to keep doing this until something goes right.
I guess.
Brandon, Mississippi State basketball, music from 1993 through 1994, WCW, and then everyone's favorite John Grisham
I like this
novel.
one. Yeah, is John Grisham back this year? That's what I
Oh
want.
yeah,
He is. He is. Yes.
Good. I was hoping he'd be back. Did you read
Yeah.
in the last 13 months any John Grisham books?
I have read so much John Grisham,
Okay, good.
even the shitty ones.
Good.
All right. Kirk and Brandon each have 10 unique categories that they selected themselves. They will go alternating, just like we do on the regular dozen. No steals this year, like I said. Brandon will give Kirk the first category, then Kirk will give Brandon a category, so on and so forth. You get it right, you get a point. You miss, you get nothing. There are 2 categories, 4 questions that are shared categories. The West Wing and 1989 movies. When that category or those categories are selected, both Brandon and Kirk will answer at the same time and reveal their answers, so they can both score on those. Here's the twist. They can wager 1 point, 2 points, or 3 points. If they miss, they lose those points. They get it. They get those points. The lifelines tonight, 2 double ups, 1 double sip presented by Big Deal Brewing, and then a brand new lifeline that we're testing out. It's likely going to be in the tournament called Brain Freeze. You can pause the clock for 10 seconds. Brandon's categories tonight: The Cosby Show, Major League, Grisham novels, That Thing You Do, SEC football, Heisman Trophy, PlayStation 2 sports games, Mississippi counties,
Okay.
1990s one-hit wonders, that is an audio question, and WWE. Kirk,
Okay. Yeah.
The Masters, Freddie Couples, Beverly Hills 90210, Larry Bird, History of the Eagles, Oscars Best Picture, Rocky III, Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA, 1980s Billboard music charts. Yes.
How come he gets 2 Bruce Springsteen categories?
Because you could do 2. We did that last year.
Yeah, I mean, don't you have like 2 SEC things?
No.
Don't you have?
I don't know. Whatever. I didn't know you knew the Philadelphia Eagles that well.
Yes, there you go. He's bringing it tonight, folks. He's bringing it tonight. Christ. Don't you worry about how freaking get a 30-year mortgage or not. Leave me alone.
I'm working on it.
I
Brandon,
can't
you
see
pick
this
for
color.
Kirk.
I'm so blind.
Go ahead. Oh, I'm picking from him. All right. So let me look. I am guessing. You know what? Kirk impressed me right off the bat. Give me the Masters.
Ooh, this could be tough. Jeff has tough ones here.
Okay, here we go. 35 seconds on the clock for 1 point. And remember, you have doubles. Do you want to double this?
No. So I have 2 of those, right?
Yep, you have 2 doubles.
Nope, I do not.
Here we go. For 1 point, the Masters, 35 seconds on the clock. Only one American runner-up of the Masters in the 1990s never won a major. This 3-time Ryder Cup participant in 1993.
Chip Beck, final answer.
That is correct.
Jesus Christ.
1-0. That was pretty good. That was one of the ones I labeled as hard.
That was a tough one. That was a tough one. I'm not lying.
That was a very hard question.
Yeah. Okay. Kirk.
I'll let Brandon. I'll give him the right weekend for this or whatever. If people watching, WWE.
Okay, WWE is the next one. Masters off the board for Kirk. WWE about to be off the board for Brandon. Brandon, here is your question to tie it up 1-1. A year after main eventing with Yokozuna, Lex Luger lost a 6-minute singles match to this career mid-carder at SummerSlam 94.
I don't know that. I don't know that at all. Hold on. Yes, I do. Okay. Tatanka, final answer.
That is correct. 1-1.
Job.
1-1.
I got rough a little bit. SummerSlam 94 is out there.
Okay, but hey,
give him.
Those are both labeled as harder, and you both got them right.
I'm anxious to see his knowledge of the Eagles. So give me a history of the Eagles.
Okay, hold on a second.
Good luck, Kirk.
Thank you. It's the band, but that's fine.
No,
Hold on. I don't know why I can't do this.
Keith Byers will not be the answer here, I don't think.
Okay, History of the Eagles documentary is next. Kirk ripped this one last year. Got it. Let's see if he can do it again. History of the Eagles documentary. Here is.
It's much less impressive that it's a documentary that you're answering about. I just thought it was a general history of the band.
It's the same one as last year.
Go ahead, Jeff.
In part one, when talking about girls and drugs on the road, what name does Glenn reveal they began to refer to their parties as, their after parties as?
Oof. The third encore, final answer?
That is correct, 1-1. The third encore.
2-1.
2-1, excuse me. 2-1. Sorry, this is different than normal game, a little off. That is correct. Kirk, you give to Brandon now.
Okay. I guess I will go Mississippi counties.
Yeah, I don't know about this one. We'll see.
I know I don't. So you're in
okay. To make it, do you want to double? Make it 2-2.
No, I don't know how this one made the cut.
I mean, you're the one who picked them.
I don't know that many things, but what I do know, I know well. Go.
Mississippi counties to tie it up. What West Mississippi County features the following cities? Cleveland, Rosedale, Mound Bayou, and Shelby.
That is Bolivar County.
Final answer?
Yes. Bolivar. Yeah.
Very good.
2-2.
It's right on the Mississippi River.
Brandon, you give to Kirk now. We have not had a miss yet.
All right. Give me Oscar's Best Picture.
Oscar's Best Picture. Kirk, do you want to double?
Not yet.
Okay. It's usually a niche category for Kirk. Not going to double to make it 3-2. Oscar's Best Picture. The first Ang Lee directed movie to receive a Best Picture nominee was
Sense and Sensibility, final answer.
That is correct.
You don't get a bonus for saying it before he reads the question.
Well, I'm believing the economy of time. We're all.
That's part of the brand. That's part of Kirk's dozen brand.
It's really a poor experience for the viewer if you don't let him read the question.
If you've ever watched my show, you know I don't care about the experience of the viewer. I care about the competition first and foremost. God damn it! Why did I double that? You fucking.
How much did that coffin cost you? That's what I want to know.
Minifan. We have Minifans in the death business.
Makes sense.
Okay.
There was one in our live show in Texas yesterday.
Oh, I saw that. I did see that clip.
Yeah, everyone was very confused until he put
up a Minifan or a coffin?
A Minifan. He put up a rip sign about Dave's dog. Yeah.
Dave, is there any way, Colin, is there any way you can make this bigger? Because I'm so far away. The screen is so small I can't see it.
I'm seeing
time out.
Hold on.
Do you have a producer helping you with a fucking dozen taping?
Worse, right?
I'm in studio. I was doing a show tonight.
I don't think
one thing I could trust, you could trust me on Brandon, is Dave Collins not going to help me with any fucking answers to these questions. That I can promise you.
Not. Yeah, I can't. It's just this.
Okay. Let's go with SEC football. We haven't done that yet, right?
Do you want to double?
I do not.
Okay, SEC football to tie it back up 3-3. Arkansas had 3 running backs make first-team All-SEC in the 2000s. Darren McFadden, Fred Talley, and this senior back in 2003.
I'm gonna double dip. I'm gonna double dip.
Okay.
Hey Jeff, I'm gonna double bite or double sip.
Double sip. Double sip presented by Big Deal Brewing. Check out Big Deal Brewing now. Shout out Biz.
Guess one, Cedric Cobbs.
Good double dip.
Good.
Who's your second guess?
Niall Davis.
Okay. Yeah, actually a pretty solid double dip. 3-3.
Let's ramp it up a little bit. Let's go to war. 1989 movies.
All right. 1989 movies shared category. Gotcha. Here's what you will do. You will write your answer down, and below it, you will write your wager. 1, 2, or 3 points. You get it wrong, you lose those points. Here we go.
1 second.
Movies.
Give me 1 second. Let me get this. So I'm writing it. I'm sorry, Jeff. So I'm writing the answer down and the point total, correct?
Yep.
And then you're going to call for us. It's not a rush to who gets it first. It's like when we're done.
Nope. You're going to reveal at the same time.
Gotcha.
Here we go. 1989 movies. Here's your first one. 1 year after releasing Willow, Ron Howard teamed up with Steve Martin to release his 1989 family dramedy.
Boy, this writing is bad, but I'll say it too.
I got tripped up on something. I assume we both got it right because it's very easy.
Go ahead.
So I wrote Parenthood.
As did I. Parenthood. If you can see it, I have 3 points.
Yeah. The problem was, did you wager before or after you know the question?
I wagered before, but I thought the same thing. I did wager before.
There was a confusion there.
Yeah, I did wager before, to be fair, because I felt pretty good about 1989 movies. Just I saw every movie that year, basically. So,
all right, Parenthood won. That's easy.
Parenthood
That
3.
is correct. Kirk takes a 6-4 lead. Oh, great.
So me to Brandon.
Kirk gives to Brandon.
Well, all right. So let's do it. So West Wing.
All right.
Done.
So write your wager before. All right. Write your wager down. Wager's
Done.
good.
I wrote it.
Yep.
Here's your question. What was the name of the Kumari Minister of Defense who would be a plot point for multiple seasons after Bartlett had his assassination?
I feel like this is right.
You answer 10 seconds.
I'm ready.
Me first or no? I think I have it wrong.
Both reveal in 3. You're going to both reveal. 2, 1. Reveal.
I have Sharif.
I drew the Yak House because I didn't know the answer.
Sharif, is that right?
I'm going to need the first and last name.
Wait, what?
Yeah. No, you're right. He's right.
I do need the first and last name. It was said enough on the show.
And this is the wager. That's my wager 1.
I'll give you 5 seconds I'll give you a countdown to clarify.
Wager
5,
1.
4, 3, 2, 1. Need a full name.
Lou Sharif.
Lou Sharif, yeah. Omar.
It's
Definitely not
Abdul
Omar.
Sharif. Abdul Sharif.
That almost seems
Abdul
racist
Sharif.
if he would have guessed that.
I do need the full name. They said it enough on the show. As a fellow big fan of the show, they said it enough on the show.
How many do you risk?
2. I risked 2 points. 2.
Okay. Kirk down to 4. Brandon down to 3.
That is rough business.
That was an ordeal.
Okay. Next up.
Give me
Still haven't got an answer.
Reminder, you have those doubles, you got to use them at some point. Kirk, you give to Brandon.
Let's go literary here. Let's take a look at what John Grisham has.
We're going back to Grisham.
fuck it. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Here's your John Grisham question.
A year on this.
After Willie runs a story about the unusual privileges given to Danny in prison, what is found in the Times office in retaliation?
This is from the novel. The Last Juror.
It's supposed to say that, yes.
Danny Paget murdered Rhoda Castelaw out on Darracott Road.
Okay.
Willie runs the newspaper. Willie Traynor. What does he find in the Times office in retaliation? Is it a bomb? Is it a brick? Is it a bullet? It's something. Is it a bomb? Is it a brick? Is it a bullet? I'm going to use my double sip.
You are
Already used it.
I'm going to use Kirk's double sip.
Fair enough.
It's right downtown in Clanton, right off the square. Beautiful building. I'm going to say
five.
a brick.
Final answer?
Yes.
It was a bomb.
Oh, so I'm not allowed to try and answer those like last time.
No
How
skill.
would you know that?
They didn't
Well,
like the skill.
you said bomb. I was like, fuck, I'll just guess bomb. I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty,
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
I didn't think they were that because they sent other people bombs in the book. I didn't know they sent that one to him.
Gotcha.
Kirk, you give to Brandon now.
No, I just
No,
gave
he
him
didn't
that.
do that.
Brandon, you give to Kirk.
I'm going to go with I need a miss here. I need a miss. Take 1980s Billboard charts off. Take the West Wing off too.
I know.
You know what? I just fuck. I don't see a miss there. Rocky 3. I think Rocky 3 is my best shot.
Okay, Rocky 3. Here we go. Who knows? The wagers might come in, might be big here. Rocky 3 for Kirk. You want a double?
Not yet.
Okay. After his fight with Thunderlips, we see Rocky enjoying breakfast with his son. What cereal does he serve him?
Wheaties, final answer.
That is correct.
So, can I talk to Kirk for a second?
Uh-huh.
You're doubling Freddie Couples.
I'm not. I still haven't got an answer wrong yet. By the way, I am not.
Yeah, you did. You got the West Wing question wrong.
I don't think his last name. I think that was his last name. I am not going to give my strategy to you, Brandon. I'm not.
You're doubling Freddie Couples and you're doubling Bruce Springsteen. I mean, that's not really a strategy. That's just who the fuck you are.
Actually, not accurate. I would say that's half not accurate. I will tell you that. How's that?
All right.
That was a fucking pull and a half right there. Jesus. I'll go. We'll stay in the motion pictures oeuvre, and I will go with That Thing You Do.
That Thing You Do. Do you want a double?
I do.
There you go.
Okay, for 2 points to make it 6-5.
Get in the game. There you go, Brandon.
What is the name of the Italian restaurant where the band plays their first paid gig?
Filipiano's final answer.
6-5. Brandon uses a double successfully. Brandon, give to Kirk.
Now we're in a game. Okay. Give me Beverly Hills 90,210, please.
Kirk did miss in this last year. We will see
I
how
feel
this goes.
confident about it, if I'm being honest.
7-5. In season 4, Andrea wants to pledge to a sorority, but becomes dismayed when her recruiter tells her to not make what apparent?
That would be her religion, her Judaism. She hides her cross. She has a cross that would be a Jewish symbol around her neck.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Descriptive enough for me. That is correct.
What kind of Judaism, uses a cross?
Well, Andrea Zuckerman had a necklace that she wore that her grandmother Rose gave her. That she,
certainly not a cross.
A star, I believe, was a star.
Well, that's awful muddy right there.
I mean, I could not have laid that answer any fucking more. I mean,
you said a cross. That's not Jewish at all.
He said religion, and then he said Judaism to clear it up. He had it, and I was waiting. The only reason I let him keep going is because he didn't say final answer. He could have talked himself out of it.
He doesn't know what Jews are.
What's that?
You don't know what Jewishness is.
Listen, I'm not from Mississippi. I've seen plenty of Jewish people in my day. They're all wonderful people, Brandon. They're all wonderful people.
Kirk, give to Brandon.
I will say. Well, I'll let him try and tie it up here, Jeff. How's that? I will go to the man who has, in many ways, been Brandon's spiritual idol, I think, throughout his life. He's tried to follow his move every step of the way. Dr. William Cosby. His fine situational comedy, The Cosby Show.
He's had a very successful life. Just the last couple of years has gotten crazy. Double, please.
Here it is for 2 points and tie it up.
Oh, go ahead.
Season 3, episode 23.
He shaves his head. Final answer. He shaves his head.
7-7. Kirk has both doubles, though.
Does the horrific Felicia Rashad scene in Creed 3 take away The Cosby Show for you at all? I mean, it's the worst.
You know what? It really doesn't. I did not like the scene, but watching Felicia Rashad die on camera was absolutely
we mentioned this on a podcast that Kirk and I are on, but you both texted me about the movie in the same day within the same hour or two. And Kirk was like, God, he goes, that one scene, brutal. But then Brandon, being a Cosby fan, was like, God, I was buckets crying during that scene.
I didn't want to watch her die.
I also might have to rescind my 1.5 over/under Oscars for Jonathan Majors here going forward. I'm a little concerned.
Yeah, that might be you might want to
that one. Good as he was.
Yeah, that one from all of us didn't age.
What does Brandon have left, Jeff? I'm just gonna write this down because I can't see the screen from here. Just tell me what he has left so I can pick.
Brandon has left Major League, Heisman Trophy, PlayStation 2 sports games, and 90s one-hit wonders. Also, The West Wing and 1989 movies. There's still one of each left.
Oh, really? We're doing that one more time.
Oh yeah.
So this game's wide open, Brandon. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I'll have to. Yeah, okay. So I'll have to wager. I can wager my way back into it, hopefully.
Well, yeah, who knows how that works, but yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Clearly, yeah. I've blown it. But okay.
Well, this is me for him, right?
Yep.
Yep.
You're going to double Freddie Couples. I'm going to give you Larry Bird.
Larry Bird.
Okay. Larry
Make
Bird.
it 8-7. In a 1986 regular season game,
Xavier
Bird
McDaniel, final answer. Xavier McDaniel.
didn't even have the buzzer ready. I should have.
I knew that one as well.
8-7. 8-7. Well, he knew bomb with Grisham, so that's this.
No, he didn't. I said bomb.
I would have guessed bomb. I mean, that's for an idiot like Grisham. That's a pretty simple plot point.
Brandon, it's me. Kirk, give to Brandon now. Up 8-7.
PlayStation, I guess.
PlayStation 2 sports games. Brandon to make it 8-8.
Either.
Keep in mind, Kirk has both doubles.
Yeah, I got that in mind.
The infamous Vision Cone debuted in Madden 06, had a cover featuring this NFC quarterback.
Donovan McNabb. Final answer.
8-8.
I have every single thing left, right, Jeff?
You do.
At my disposal, right?
Why don't you show off? Don't use them.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking. I don't know.
Brandon, give to Kirk.
Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce Springsteen. Do you want to double?
No, not yet.
Okay, this means you will have to double the remaining two categories.
Yeah, that's fine.
Bruce Springsteen. It's not a song. It's not a audio question.
Okay.
What song off of Bruce Springsteen's album Wrecking Ball starts with these lyrics? Oh, no cannonballs.
That's my hometown. Final answer.
Sorry, say it again.
Death to my hometown.
If only.
9-8. Kirk, give to Brandon.
West Wing.
Here we go. The West Wing. Write your wagers down.
So Brandon has one-hit wonders and Heisman left, correct?
And SEC football.
We did that, dummy. Didn't we?
Did we?
Yeah, Cedric Cobb, whatever it was, that running back.
Cedric Cobb.
I still got Major League.
Major League as well, I'm sorry. So, yeah, right, Major League as well.
Asshole.
I apologize.
Here we go.
It's okay.
Wagers written down?
Yes.
Wait, we're supposed to write them down now.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I wrote it down. It is
Determine that. This keeps it consistent because Brandon wrote one the first time you wrote
I wrote it down. Yeah, I got you. I wrote it down.
Here we go. Big one. In the pilot, we meet Leo McGarry's daughter. What name does she go by when introducing herself to Sam? Again, need first and last name. This is basically a last name question if you are a fan of the show. This is big. Ready? Both of you?
Yep.
Yes.
I have Mallory. Oh, good.
I have the West Wing was a mistake.
I have Mallory O'Brien, 2 points.
It is 11-7, and that is probably going to wrap. I think that does. Not yet.
No, he's still got to risk 3 points in a minute, and maybe it puts us back.
Can you risk
Big
negative
one.
points? You actually get points if you get it wrong. I don't mind playing the safe at this point.
Here we go.
1989 movies. Let's just give me a chance here.
All right, Brandon wants the chance now. Here we go.
I cannot. So to be clear, just for argument's sake going forward, like I couldn't double this and go for 6 points, right?
Correct. You could not do that.
Okay, gotcha.
Kind of like a niche in normal dozen.
All right, got my points down. Go ahead.
Here we go. Brandon, your points are down.
My points are down.
This is it.
3.
This is it.
Well, we get to play the rest of the string out, right? Because I got to have that Major League question.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Disney had one top 5 highest grossing movie in 1989. This franchise started that received a 1992 sequel and 1997 direct-to-video sequel. And both are writing rather quickly.
You got it?
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I have Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, 2 points.
I have Honey, I Shrunk the Kids for 3 points.
Kirk has won the duel. That is correct. Brandon has 10. Kirk has... Actually...
No, it's not over yet.
Not over.
No.
Because you did 3 and 2.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's not over yet. All right, it's not over yet.
I
Not
have, both
over
my,
yet.
I have both my doubles still, though.
I mean, it's
That was
over.
bad math. That was not.
But it's not over.
I have both my doubles and my double sip and my brain freeze, right?
I've already double.
Okay. I just want. I mean, this is Go ahead. So that was your
Kirk. I
pick,
believe
Brandon?
you're giving now.
Because I did West Wing and then Brandon did movies, right? So I'm
Yeah.
having Brandon do something, correct?
Uh-huh.
All right. So you want Major League, Brandon?
I do.
All right. Go ahead. I'll give it to you. Brandon.
Major League. Brandon down 13-10. What prompts Harry Doyle to say this? Hey, give Rudy a credit for sacrificing his body on that racket.
The Hot Shot Towards the Hole by Willie Mays Hayes.
That is correct. 13.
Oops.
I rewound that line. I rewound it. I watched the movie 10 times a year. I rewound that line like 15 times. And it's so well delivered.
Props for that
that
name.
was
I never
win.
knew. I always thought it was Rudy or what. I didn't know it was Rudia.
Yeah, Rudia. I didn't know that either till I did this question. Kirk.
Nope,
Not
Brandon.
missed.
Give him Freddie Couples. Let him show off.
Not
I'll
missed one of your
double.
own yet.
I have to double it, right?
Freddie Couples doubled for the win. You get this, you win. If you miss, Brandon's still alive. In a wild 1998 Chrysler Classic, Fred Couples defeated one American golfer in a playoff, finishing with a minus. I would say minus. I'm a fucking golfer. A 28 under victory.
Bruce Litsky. Final answer.
That is the win. That is the win again for Kirk. It's 15-11.
All time. I literally get it wrong. I mean, I know I got the Abdul's, but I mean, I got not. I mean, that was just a fucking clinic.
I'm just happy. I'm having fun.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Just an absolute clinic. Heisman, Brandon. Why not?
Troy Smith won the 2006 Heisman Trophy with this QB who he defeated in the previous season's Fiesta Bowl, placing third.
Brady Quinn. Final answer.
15-12.
Give him whatever's left.
Born in the USA. This is an audio question. Finish the lyrics of this 1984 Bruce Springsteen song.
Has something gone, mister, in this world? I got laid off.
At the lumberyard. Bad times got hard. Now I work down at the car.
Just the next line,
where all
dipshit.
it
That whole
ever
fucking
does
song.
is rain. Right?
17 points
My
final.
train.
Brandon, 1990s one-hit wonders to finish 17-13.
Yep.
Was how this 1999 song, one of the last one-hit wonders of the decade, which peaked in the top 10 of the Billboard charts.
Kill My Sunshine. Final answer.
Say it again.
Steal My Sunshine.
That is correct, and that is a
By whim.
17-13 final score in the duel.
Really, he just won because of the wagering fiasco.
Yeah, but you admit it because you're an honest man, as you've said. You admitted to writing down one at the beginning as well.
The most honest man in the history of the show.
It actually didn't matter at all because he wrote 3 down at the beginning, you wrote 1 at the beginning. So that's how he did it the rest of the way. It's the same thing.
If you believe him, sure.
Sure. Yeah. I just want to thank Aaron Sorkin for creating a show that Brandon, I don't think, has ever seen.
He had me beat on those two.
Abdul Sharif, is a little harder because they always say Kamari defense minister. Like they say, there's a lot of words.
Sharif a
Not
lot.
real Brian.
Let me defend my season 1 answer, okay? On all my rewatches, I've seen it like once. On all my rewatches, I skipped season 1 because of the hooker story and because of Mandy.
That's a bad storyline. Yeah, she's
It's a bad storyline. Yeah, it's a tough one.
Sam with Lori, the prostitute, is not great. I happen to agree. But the pilot, the Mallory O'Brien's a pretty good episode.
Yeah, pilot's good. I've watched it multiple times. I should have got it, but I didn't. I'm a stupid.
I mean, I'm just curious who I play next year, Jeff. I mean, this is now. I mean, we can't do this again, can we? I mean,
my show.
We just have to beat this fucking guy. I mean,
I just beat you just a couple weeks ago and we played today.
Right,
We're
correct. 1-on-1. You can't beat. That's fine. You can't beat me. So you got 2 shots. The problem is there's nobody else. That's the. I mean, this was. I would I have beaten. I would have beaten Brandon had I doubled nothing. Correct.
Well,
15-13.
Yeah.
Well,
Can I just use a double sip just for the fuck of it? Can you just make up a question so I can use my lifeline? Can I brain freeze? Or can I do? I mean, I didn't break a sweat.
When the fuck is anybody ever going to use a brain freeze, Jeff?
I disagree with that. Oh, you could use 10 seconds in the pinch.
Well, so we've been. There's no secret. We've been laxing the clock this year. Because it's just better for conversation. In person, that's not going to be the case. There will be a clock at the tournament. You will want to extend your time.
Tell Chicago that, because they're the ones that abuse it.
They're the worst at the clock. They got to make the fucking big dance, Brandon. Team Minihane experts, they're in the tournament. That's over.
Okay. All right.
All-Star
This
week.
was fun. I enjoy spending my Sunday with Kirk Minihane.
Well, yeah, I got no problem. Brandon played very well. It just came down to, really just the West Wing, I think, unless I'm forgetting something. Did you miss something, right? Didn't you?
I don't remember what I missed. I know I missed the West Wing twice. That was it, though.
Oh, you missed one of your questions? Okay. I thought maybe you missed one.
I don't think I missed one of my questions.
No? You did. You missed Grisham.
Right.
You son of a bitch. Because a bullet, bomb, brick, whatever.
Yeah, brick and the bomb is essentially the same thing.
Yeah.
I thought they threw a brick. I thought they threw a brick wrapped in newspaper. That's what I thought.
Tomorrow night,
that was
fan match. 4 dozen fans will take on Glenny Balls, Smitty, and Tommy Smokes, defending champions of the dozen, in a.
I'd like to ask you a question. How'd you pick the fans?
A random drawing from a Black Friday and Cyber Monday contest.
That's the worst possible way.
Why?
I don't know.
You have nothing to say. Just it's stupid. Who cares? You have a witty comeback for it. So just shut up and move on.
I will note the team that they're playing has. I have to collect what teams people root for when they play. They have the worst combo of teams I've ever seen. Clemson, Phillies, Sixers, Eagles, Yankees, Bucks, Michigan, Devils, Raiders, Mets, Oklahoma, Giants, Knicks, Duke. That's like all of the teams.
Just a bunch of assholes.
Plus, you never know. You might get some stiff fans, but you never know. Who knows? I'm sure.
We'll see. Fans think it's a lot easier. We'll see what it's like under the lights. Wednesday, skills competition, celebrity mashup, Royal Rumble, Fran versus Gia versus Keegs versus Glenny. KB versus.
How'd Glenny get in there?
Glenny's great at mashup.
Is he?
We're inclusive. KB versus. This is a favorite of mine. KB will be taking on people in timed bonus rounds. Whoever can name all 30 the fastest. He will be taking on Nick. Nick will be naming Hey Arnold characters. Jake Marsh will be naming college mascots. Mark Titus will be naming college mascots. Tommy Smokes will be naming Survivor winners. We don't know what KB will be doing yet. KB will have 4 different lists. Then the blind food battle. Eddie versus Joey versus Frank the Tank. They'll be tasting foods and beverages and naming them while blindfolded. And then the All-Star game on Thursday. Team Fran, Gia, Eddie, and Roan versus Team Nick. Nick, Will Compton, who was the #1 overall pick in the All-Star draft. Keegs and Glenny. Brandon and Kirk, obviously All-Stars, but we like to mix it around and let them play.
Last thing, because I know Kirk's got to go do a show, but last thing, Jeff, you could have been in Houston watching your favorite basketball team playing for a national championship tomorrow, correct?
Correct, and I will be recording the All-Star game of the dozen.
Oof.
Really dumb move. Can't believe you did that.
Glad it's on tape now. Kirk wins the Duel II.
Congratulations, Kirk.
Brandon,
you're better than me at this.
Sure, we'll do it
No,
again.
I will note both performed better than last year too. Though there were more points on the board, but I overall there were significantly less misses. So Kirk did not miss any of his own. That's it.
All right.
Thanks for watching. Tomorrow night, the All-Star Week continues with the fan match. What's up, Tom?